Stop right there. Stop. No.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand. What's going on, Kemper?
Not a lot, man. Just sitting here. Trying not to fall asleep. I'm kidding.
Oh, no. I tell you what, I don't know if I'll be able to sleep for another 3 or 4 days after watching that Celtics game.
Oh, how did that go? I was
Oh,
watching part of it at work.
Celtics dominated, man. Dominated.
Yeah, they were up by 11 last time I seen it.
Yeah, and then the Heat went on a run at the end. Chiseled away that lead, and Jimmy Butler, jumped into our center in the corner with 3 seconds left. And got himself fouled and gave the.
You talking about Tatum, right?
No, Jimmy Butler.
Or no,
Jimmy Butler from the Heat.
Who did he run into?
Oh, it was
because I seen one foul that he got, and Tatum, I believe, was the one that fouled him.
Yeah, this was Al Horford, the big center.
Oh, okay, the one from Florida. Okay.
But this was like right at the end of the game. 3 seconds left. And so, the Heat down 2, he sets up the line, knocks all 3 of them down. Celtics get a timeout, take it out of half court, get off a good shot, miss it, and right before the little backboard turns red and the game is over, Derek White tips in at the bucket, gives the Celtics.
Wow. Crazy.
Man.
That's wild. So what's the series, tied now or
3-3? They had us
Yeah.
down 3-0, man.
fighting it out?
Should have put us away. Should have
Mhm.
put us away.
So where's the last game at?
Boston.
I haven't watched basketball this year.
Yeah. So anyway, they should have got us while they could. So yeah, they've been some stuff going on the YouTube streets today. I missed most of it. I did watch a little bit in the watch party during the commercials, and I watched the ATILs when I could. But
Hi, Daisy Joe.
the one I watched during it was like a Reggie Miller play. The one I watched there right here just not too long ago was old Mammoth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw. Of course, she was calling us out on the panel. I don't know why you didn't go.
Come
know
over
we could've
here and
went up there for my
explain
work.
to me. I want you to answer my questions. Mama T, we owe you no explanations. We
Here's your link.
owe no answers to any of your questions. You are a liar, a scammer, a fake.
Drug addict.
That too. Yeah, you are addicted to them. If you didn't take for one day, you would start getting detox symptoms. So that means you are addicted. That means you're an addict.
Without question.
And another thing, all you fools running around. Oh, did you hear Kemper say he ate acid and sat on the mountain? I've said it numerous times from this panel. Numerous. If you missed it over the past year and a half, that's on you. That shows how much you pay attention. But you want to run around telling everybody's business like you think you know it. So pay attention, kids. Pay attention. So,
Thank you, Angie, for the $2.99 super sticker. But yeah, she was going, that where she high as a kite going, "Here's your link. Come on. Come on. Come on over here and face me like a man. Come on."
mm-hmm.
And she had this other guy up there, some little skinny dude.
Mr. Samuel.
Yeah. I want to hear you, boy. I'm going to get face to face. You come on over here and face me. I'm just, you probably got me about 60 to 80 pounds. Just come on over here. Don't nobody want to talk to you neither, dude. Like, who is you?
I know, man. I know. People have gone crazy. They really have. It's nuts. Oh, man. And then Ernie over there on the panels, on his own, on Mama T's, everywhere else, lying. Well, Jimbo gave Shelby the gun. Jimbo, do you have handy... Do you happen to know where the video is where they talk about the evidence and how the gun, they weren't able to run the ballistics on it because it didn't function? Isn't that what happened?
I'll find it.
Yeah. Because that was not used in the crime, Ernie.
Yeah. The gun that Shelby stole from me was not used in the crime.
Right.
The gun that Ernie described, seeing, could have been, but my gun wasn't that.
It could be the one that was missing from Ronnie's house.
Yeah, could be, Ern. But Ernie described it to a T, right?
Sure did.
How would Ernie know what it looked like? And this supposedly happened, days before, remember?
Mm-hmm.
When him and Shelby went riding down the road together.
Yeah, the coach purse.
Blued out. Smith & Wesson. He said he saw the, what do you call it? The label. He saw the label on it. Blued out Smith & Wesson.
Oh, shit.
And then he goes on to say on the witness stand that he couldn't see the handle because Shelby's hand was over it. So many lies that dude set up and told on a witness stand.
Sure did.
Over and over and over. So glad I stayed awake for this live. Finally, I can sleep in tomorrow. Yeah.
Hi, Angie.
Chat is acting ugly, so if you are calm down. Yeah, and it shouldn't take you too long to get rid of the heathens. I got it set to 20-minute subscribers, so get rid of them quick. Thank you, Paisley. Shouty Caps Moon for the $5 super chat. Look at all the lies made up about our Daisy Joe and Stang. LOL, bunch of fools. Ayo. What happened? Daisy Joe get them? Did she get them? Like that, it took her less than an hour to go over there and tell Mama T she was leaving the stand. And the next thing you know, old Daisy Joe's leaving. I mean, I got messages for days. Why's Daisy Joe leaving? Was it Kemper?
Right, was it me?
Probably was. Damn it, Kemper.
Oh, shit. Yeah, mystery lady. Yeah, I seen that. That piece of trash was begging women of the stand and mods to come and help take Jimbo down. Jimbo and Kemper abuse us so bad.
I know. Here's the thing. I'm not even going to say her name, but when that dumbass decided to pull her shit and, run off, here's what happened. We had 7,711 people subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
Today, since we lost that one, we have 7,724. So losing you gained us some subs. Ta-da. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, I got a message saying something about we're losing subs and people are leaving or something. And I went into studio and looked, and I want to say we were plus, is either 47 or 87. I can't remember, but it was still quite a bit in the past 28 days, I think, is what it said. But either way, I mean, how are you going to get that if you're losing subs? That must mean the people that are leaving are being replaced by others, plus some.
Thank you, Angie. We love you too. We love everybody here. The people that are here, and it ain't, nobody one more than the other or one less than the other. Like people that support us, we appreciate it wholeheartedly. And as far as this wheelchair goes, I don't really feel like I owe any more explanations on it. Melanie got the one she wanted. I thank God above that she was able to set her butt in that thing and ride it through the house on 2 separate occasions. Never made it outdoors in it. Never made it out of this yard in it, or out of this property in it. But she did get to use it in here, and it made her smile. And like I said, anybody who donated for that wheelchair, if you want your money back, message me. I'll give you your money back. No questions asked. Just shoot me a message. It's as easy as that. Everybody else who's got a opinion on what I should do with the wheelchair or anything negative, keep it to yourself because you didn't donate and your opinion don't matter. You can unload here, mystery lady. You can unload here all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. So, look, there's these people who are desperately trying to cause division between me and Kemper. And that was done once before. And are there any leftover animosity from that? Certainly not anymore.
No.
Any questions that I ever had have been answered wholeheartedly. And I was iffy, even though I was iffy, I'm the one who asked Kemper if he wanted to come back. It's not like Kemper had some master plan and said, hey, man, you think I could come back and join the stand? That ain't how it worked. So don't get it skewed. And all my trust issues from, what was it, March of 2022 or April, whenever it was, they're gone. They're gone. Thank you, JF, for the $5 super chat. Kemper, thank you for all you do. Oh, and $5 super chat as well. Thank Jimbo, thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you, JF.
Nana Kim, $9.99. Here's $9.99 because I didn't give to the wheelchair fund. Oh, thank you, Nana Kim. I appreciate that. And you know, people give because they want to give, right? Or donate, or however it works.
I mean, it's part of having a monetized channel. That's the point of it. People can give you cash gifts. But you guys act like it's a scam. Like somebody's over here grifting. No, not really. Not the way you're putting it.
Saints rock it all. Y'all need to knock it off about Shelby Shell's trial. It's done. It's over. Yes, it is. Shelby Shell, his trial is done. It's over. He's not going back on trial. Ernie Shell, different story. Ernie Shell's a different story. Ernie Shell's got trials coming. And once they get him locked up and they get some of this evidence that I'm not even going to put out on the stand, it might not be a pretty day for old Skern Dog. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. So, but thank you for that wonderful advice, Saints rock it all. But being as that I ordered that DVD, I drove at that time, big fat ass to Harlan and picked it up in person. I'm going to play it as much as I want to. And if you don't like it, turn your happy ass around the same way you came in and exit. I know you're a big Ernie supporter, and you love me when Ernie's with me, and you hate me when he's not. That says a lot about you. Not like, not having opening eyes. That's on you, buddy. Hit the road, Jack. Little Mac said 3 times in one live, donate if you want. Right. Keeps on saying it, don't he?
No, but like what you were saying a minute ago, man, when I came back to the stand, there was a few people that did not like that I did come back. I had friends saying you shouldn't have done that. And then there was pushback from people that were already here. Now, mind you, I never even tried to talk to most people here because I already knew there was a few people that didn't like me. So I just, trying not to come in like a bull in a china shop, I just stayed quiet. I didn't talk to hardly anybody. And, yeah, I mean, people tried to act like I was being shady for not talking to everybody. One, if people don't like you, don't push the issue. Okay? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, like I was saying, people gave pushback. people tried to, when they spoke to me, they tried to treat me like I was less than them. And the only time I raise my voice to anybody like that or talk to anybody like that is when they do it to me. I will return it. All this bullshit Mama T's over there. Oh, they're disgusting to women. They call us this, that, and the other. Yeah, we do, but you're not women. And if you can sit there and talk shit to us and say lies about us, expect a return. Expect it to come back. Doesn't matter who you are. So, yeah, there was pushback when I came, but I'm still trying to do what I do, man. You know, I'm not a rogue mod, right, Judo?
That's what Judo been saying ever since you came.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But you know, I didn't want to just be mean to Judo. But I told you many times, like, man, he keeps messaging me over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, and I try to just, make him not feel sad because he's always talking about how depressed he is and how bad he feels, and and that's what it was, Judo. Go back and read it. Read the messages back and forth. You do a lot of complaining. I do a lot of yep, okay. 1 word, 2 word, 3 word responses. I'm sorry, man. That's the way it is. I did, and I do feel bad for you. Especially after all the nasty stuff that you said about Mama T, and that's where you ran to. God Almighty, that says a lot about you, buddy. And all these disgusting things, like I've got pictures of you flipping up the middle finger. You thought it was funny, using the F word, videos with all that F word, and then another video of where you taught your Sunday school class on how to worship Jesus, and sent me the link to that same Sunday school so I could watch it on Sunday morning myself. You're sick, man. You're sick in the head. You need help. See if the Church of Mama T over there will help you out. It's disgusting. Your behavior is disgusting. Now, I wasn't ever going to say nothing, but you just won't shut your big mouth, will you?
I mean, the fact of the matter is except for during that mod meeting that at least a dozen people witnessed, Judo, it's the only time I've spoke to you. And you raised your voice to a lady. So I raised mine. That is all that happened. You want to say that I'm sending dick pics to people, that I'm a rogue mod. No, I'm not. But I will tell you this. I've heard a lot of people talking about, oh, they want to choose your friends. You choose your friends. You choose your friends. Well, I can tell you this. I'm not going to try to choose anybody's friend. Never will. But I will choose to not be around people when they're around people that I think are shady and is going to harm that person and myself. I won't do it. If you choose to, then go do that. Do you. That's all you. But don't expect me to be around it.
Yeah.
Don't expect me to be around you. Especially with a lot of the fools that, oh, I was only over here. Well, hey, that's fine. But that same person is the same person that is attacking, slandering, etc., somebody you claim is a very close friend. What kind of friend are you to put your friend that's being attacked back in that same situation?
Well, and I never had no reason to doubt him. So, and there's several ladies who, out of respect for our channel, didn't come around anymore after Judo started coming around. out of respect for our channel. But they had been ran off previously in other places from judo by his behavior and by the things he did and said to and about them. Don't worry, judo. If you want it all to come out, it will. Like you said, right? Let's bring it all out, judo. All this backstabbing bullshit's gonna stop. Now, as far as people who decide to leave here and want to leave, that's fine. Like, where do you see me ever coming on here going, oh my God, did you see that such and such was over there talking about things going on, talking about in somebody else's chat? Can you believe that? Never. You don't see that. But you guys act like it happens all the time. Show it to me. That's the thing, Mystery Lady. There ain't no sides. That's what they want. You say no one needs to pick sides. That's what they say. That's what I say. That's what we say. But there really ain't no sides. Like, there's people with real human emotion, and some people take advantage of people's emotion. People like Judo. Judo got furious because he went in Discord and posted this big long message about how to report Nicolina for bullying him and him being handicapped. And then you say you were on the phone with him. I think you said for 4 hours.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And then you got furious because no one else made that phone call. Most people don't have 4 hours in their day to call and report a cyberbully, Judo. Especially if that cyberbully isn't bullying them. Some of them did. Some of them would. Some of them helped you. But you got so mad because you called daily to check to see if anybody's called back. Dude. Check his message real quick. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, I saw that. We'll add him to the prayer list. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Let me go ahead and do it. Give me just a second, y'all.
All right.
That's right, Paige. There are no sides, only wrong and right. That's
Yep. It's exactly what it is. And like I said, I choose not to be around shady people doing shady shit. I don't. I don't want to be around it. So if that's your choice of friends, then so be it. You know? It's the same concept. If you want to go hang out, you're in high school and you want to go hang out with some druggies, I'll let you go do that because I'm not going to. Like, you choose what happens to you a lot by how you choose your friends. You really do. You set your own karma out there. You set yourself up for failure or success, depending on what you choose. Trying to read chat too.
all right.
Yep, you're right, Leslie. What every bit of this bullshit boils down to is the ones who are gone didn't get the attention they thought they were entitled to or couldn't handle being called out for their shisty shit. Facts. Yeah. And believe me, when I do things, I get called out. If I say something I shouldn't, Jimbo tells me, he's like, man, maybe you shouldn't do that. Like, it's called accountability. And any real friend that sees another friend setting themselves up for failure because of their choice of friends, just because they question you or ask you or however you want to put it, that's not a bad thing. That's a real friend talking to you. They're looking out for you. I just don't get it. Yeah, we love you too, Daisy Joe. We do.
Yeah. Judo went in Seven's chat line about who's paying for his new wheelchair. Medicare, Medicaid is paying and going to prove it to show Aunt Melanie's would have been covered. That's the thing. That's the thing, Judo. My Aunt Melanie, she didn't have Medicare. So try again. Aunt Melanie had what most people know as Obamacare. Her income was so low that she got free medical insurance. You know, she had to go to the emergency room. They paid for it. They paid for hospice at the end. Her prescriptions were free. She got her diabetes medicine for free. Wheelchair? No. They did buy her one of those, like, I don't know what they cost, you know, maybe $150, one of those push wheelchair.
The hospital issue type?
Yeah.
Okay.
They bought her one of those, but, you know, when she moved over here, it was already broke. So me and Hunter went one day and bought her a new one.
Well, I remember when you were talking about it, you said, you know, it was going to cost some money, but if you did try to go through insurance, which would take forever, then she wouldn't be able to have something to use then. And that's what your point was. Like, she might be gone next week.
Yeah.
And you wanted her to have the wheelchair so she could have a little bit of freedom.
She had tried to get an electric wheelchair before. They turned her down flat. Like,
See?
you know, they sent her jumping through hoops and all this stuff, but yeah, and like you said, I mean, what if I'd waited another 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
She never would even got to sit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
And that was said on the same live stream. Everybody's like, oh, he was begging. No, he was not begging. Go back and watch it. Go back. I was in the damn live stream. Before we started, it wasn't like, hey, man, we're going to be trying to raise some money for a wheelchair. No, it wasn't. We were talking about our day, and he was talking about how he found one at the flea market he wanted to get for his aunt. And next thing you know, we had donations and more donations.
Jimmy said that I have Medicaid, Medicare, and United, and they still won't get me a wheelchair. But you know what, Jimmy? Judo promised you a wheelchair right here on our live stream, didn't he?
Nope.
I was going to go pick it up there in Illinois and drive it to South Carolina. But Judo, that night you asked to put your Cash App up and you got $10 in donations, Judo decided that night that you were a piece of shit. Is that the words he used in that message I sent you last night, Kipper?
I think so. Yeah.
Just play it.
But I remember his big, long rant in Discord about the same situation. The dude asked for 80. He got around 400, and he's raising hell.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, it was to buy weed with.
Yeah, his medicine
Okay.
is weed.
Yep. And he made that much more money, and 2 days later, he's out of puppy pads and no money to buy him. His mom's bringing some.
Yeah.
2 days later, and all he needed was 80 to get to the end of the month. Think about that, y'all. And then he fusses. Hell, he's made more money that time I ever have at the stand. And he's going to raise hell. Why? You got your 80 plus some, dude. You got a dog. A damn good one.
Check this out, Jimmy. Here's what he said about that night.
First of all, he can suck.
That was the wrong one. That was Kemper saying, first of all, he can suck my dick. This one.
Foster honestly didn't tell me who the other two girls were, brother. He just told me
Oh, yeah. And this is him saying he don't know who the other two girls are. He don't really have those receipts, Mama T. He's lying about them. That's why he hasn't sent them to you yet.
Didn't tell me who the other.
Because he's lying.
Foster honestly didn't tell me who the other two girls were, brother. He just told me that it's happened to two other girls on Discord. You know, Kipper messaging inappropriate things. That's all I know about that. And I know that he did it to Sugar Pie, and she's pretty upset about it. So it must have been something pretty bad, you know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you exactly what it was here in a few minutes.
Jimbo, I don't trust Kemper, man. I haven't from day one. And seeing how he's doing all this stuff, how he avoids certain people, and he only talks to certain people, which are usually just like a handful of these certain women, other than you. You know, I see this stuff in the chat, and everybody else is seeing it too.
There we go with that everybody else shit.
And nobody wants to make anybody mad, but nobody wants to see you get drugged down either, you know what I mean? Because of some stupid shit he's doing. But, I mean, honestly, brother, tonight it seemed like it was the Kemper show. I don't mean to say that to hurt your feelings or anything, brother. You're my friend, man. But there was this big old picture of Kemper and a little tiny picture of you up on screen. You know what I mean?
I designed that picture, by the way.
Even the backdrop was like, what? That's kind of what everybody's seeing.
Because they don't exist.
When I say everybody, I'm talking about, you know, the handful of people that I know of, and that James had, you know, I mean, we talked for a good hour. We're worried, man. And
is this not
I never knew that Kemper had done this to you.
I'm not sure, man.
Before, you know, screwed you over like that. So now it's really got my fucking red
Yeah,
flag.
that's not even the Jimmy message. So now we know Judo had it out for Kemper.
Right.
Clearly shows that.
From day one.
Yeah.
And apparently he had a group of people he talked to that did not like me as well. So, as I said, people had it out for me when I came back. What did I do? I came back to what I helped start. I came back to finish it.
I sent you that message where he was talking about Jimmy, right? Being butthurt over Jimmy.
Oh. I know you have. No. You played it in StreamYard.
Yeah, shit.
Yep.
Well, I'm on mute for a minute. I'll find it.
Okay. But like I said, I came back to finish what I helped start. And to work with my friend. Me and Jimbo, yeah, we've had our ups and downs like any friendship. But I stand beside him because I know what I've learned from him about who he is. It's exactly who he is. Not the shit that these people run around. Oh, he married a 12-year-old. He was a kid too. And yeah, he did not know. Y'all can start with this whole, was it even a legal marriage? Yeah, it was. It had the Kentucky state seal on it. So it was legal. So if you got questions, maybe you should go to the authorities that signed off on it. How about that? You can sit up there and scream all you want to, Mama T, but you sound ridiculous. I mean, it's bad enough when you're not prepared to do a missing children's live stream, but this kind of stuff, man. And I mean, you even heard from people that don't support the stand, does not like Jimbo. They even straight up said all that shit that Judo was saying is not within my character. It's not what I do. It's not. So Judo can say I've done this or that or the other. The fact is no, I haven't. I haven't sent no dick pics to anyone in my lifetime. And we heard you say that, Judo. So yeah, it's pretty evident that there was people that did not like me being back, and now we see what's going on. And that's what it boils down to. Sorry guys, I'm reading chat. But yeah, Mama T, you need to slow down. There was no murder for hire. Ernie can say what he wants. He knows better. He's been using this story, this lie, a professed lie. He's been using it ever since me and Jimbo started exposing him. Literally. That's when he started with the bullshit. This is his deflection. This is his retaliation. But it's factless. Why was me and Cher and Benny and Griff and Genevieve, why were we added to it? Well, one, I was on there because I've been trolling the fuck out of him, owning his ass. And I did. He knows it. But I kept him triggered all the fucking time. And then when he came to YouTube, those were the first 3 people that he had interactions with. So, of course, being Ernie Shell, oh, it's a conspiracy. They're all trying to knock me off, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not, Ernie. You're just weak. That's why you named all of us in that, because we trolled you. We exposed you. That's why Jimbo's name is in there. That's why Chris's, because Chris reached out to me to help me expose you. Sure did. And if you remember Ernie talking about how there was an older couple that had reached out to them and wanted them to go and do that search at the racetrack. I also know of the information they got that made them go down to Cosby Creek. How do I know that? Tony Romans. Same guy that's at the search at Cosby Creek with you guys? Yep. That's how. Sent me all the stuff you had, Ern. But you know what? You didn't have shit. You didn't. And every other week you was going to save her. And then the week after, you was quitting. You wasn't doing it no more. It's funny. But yeah, that's what happened. That's why all those YouTubers were named Mama T. Because your boy, your idol, he was weak. And just because somebody exposed him, he had to put their name in there and try to lie about him too. And yeah, since then, a lot of them have trolled Ernie to the max. They have. And you've seen it. You've seen the headlines. You've seen the titles of the lives. You've heard the rants. It's hilarious. But no, I've never received money to do anything against you, Ernie. Never. I've never paid money. I'd soon do it myself before I pay somebody. Of any type, anything. You're just full of conspiracies, dude. Oh, thank you, Faith Over Fear. But yeah, I did locate the call transcript, cell phone call between Skern and Amber. I don't know if we're doing that tonight or Monday, but we'll be doing it soon. I know that. And it is very enlightening. Very enlightening. Let you see how Ernie likes to story build. And remember, guys, he was going to write that movie. He was going to write that book about that whole situation. They even found his laptop, recovered the stuff on the hard drive where he had templates to make fake IDs, fake bounty hunter badges. And they call it out in court. Like we said yesterday, there was a reason why 6 people couldn't convict Shelby. And they had a confession. That's how messed up it is. Skern Dog, on the other hand, has been disgusting and nasty to what he says to women. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I get called out for it. I don't just go around calling any women a skank. I don't. But if you act like trailer park ghetto trash, then I'm most likely gonna say something. Especially if you're calling me a registered sex offender. Remember that, Mama T? You leave that shit out on your little rants over there. Why is that? And yeah, you still have some videos up with those claims. Even though you got a little clue about one of them, there's still 2. But you want to, oh, he calls me a whore. No, actually, I don't think I might have called you one, but I know I've called you a skank. Yeah, I have. But, you know, I call a spade a spade. So, and I'll go ahead and tell you, Mama T, you can scream and holler about, come over here, come up on this panel, blah, 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 talk to me. Not with the way you act. Nope. You'd be lucky to get a link to this panel. Maybe you should learn how to act and talk if you really want real answers. Berating people ain't gonna get you shit but a hard time. Man, this YouTube is acting crazy these days, guys. It has been nuts. StreamYard's a little bit easier to deal with, but YouTube, goodness gracious. I wonder how he's doing finding that message. Oh. Let's see. You know what I'm talking about, Skunk Ape, don't you? Yeah. No, chat's crazy. Yeah, I'm being nosy. Sorry, guys. I'm having to scroll in this little window to see some comments. Yeah, you're right, Donna. Like I said, just like them tripping out because I said I've eaten acid and sit on the mountain. Yeah, I have. And I've told you guys this numerous times. Your attention spans just don't cut it, do they? Hell, I've told everything about me on these panels, man. Y'all really want to know? You should go back and do the homework. You ain't gonna find nothing though. Oh. Well, I think it's gonna be just Kemper tonight, guys.
I'm back. Jimmy, here's the reason why you didn't get your wheelchair, buddy.
It's getting bad. I mean, it's got to get fixed. They got to get these damn records faxed, man. This is just ridiculous. I'm just stressed out, man. I'm stressed out from that. I'm stressed out from the pain. You know, I don't know, dude. It just, yesterday, I felt hurt, man. I did. I mean, and then, you know what I mean, when Jimmy did that, that was just shitty of Jimmy. Especially, you know what I mean, I'm helping him out with the wheelchair and all that stuff, and he still thinks of himself. You know what I mean? It just, everything at once, man. And I lost it yesterday.
My messenger's full of that stuff. I literally listened to 30 of them trying to find that one. Just, oh, I'm such in bad pain, and I believe he is. Don't get me wrong, but it's somebody else's fault. The doctors won't fax the records to the surgeon so I can get my surgery scheduled to get it fixed. Like, and you know, there's a few where he'll send me 10 messages in a row. I don't know if it's his phone or what, but like it's a cap at 1 minute. So he'll send me 10 minutes worth of messages. And then he'll send me a message like, oh, I guess you don't want to talk to me. I guess you don't have time for me today. You know, you sent me 10 minutes worth of messages. I do have children. I do have a wife. And I love you, buddy, but they come first. So if there's an issue that needs to be fixed at home or dealt with at home, or if I need to lend my ear to one of my kids at home, it comes before you, Judo, or anybody else. I'm sorry. That's what makes me who I am. I'm not Ernie. I didn't miss my kid graduate on the 24th. I didn't miss my mother get married. I'm not a hunk of shit. Now, you can spin it however you want to. But I got the raging messages from you, too. As a matter of fact, let me go in and block you so you can't delete none of those.
Bitch Boys, I believe.
Huh?
Phil Amick's Bitch, I believe, is streaming us.
Oh, Skirney?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a 2-minute, 15-second break then. How about that? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
We call this Lit Up Tiger.
Please, because they're going to kill me, man. Look, I haven't committed a crime. 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 I can't sit down. I can't sit down. But I haven't committed a crime. I really haven't committed a crime, though. I haven't committed a crime. I'm not going to get hit before, I promise. Please. I haven't done nothing wrong. I haven't done nothing. Look, you can see it. I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. See, he says walking off. Please don't. I haven't done nothing, guys. Where's it going to take this, please? No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Don't. Please. I know. Look, man, I haven't done nothing wrong. I'm PP. Look, man, I'm PPS and everything. Please don't. No. I'm going to take you again. Get on your back.
Turn over.
Get on your back. I'm going to take you again.
Turn over.
Get on your back. Okay, I'm on my back. I'm on my back, sir. Dude, he's going to be the one shooting me, ain't he? Please. Oh, God, baby. Please don't shoot me. Is he going to shoot me?
4, 2, 4, 5 starts with you.
No. Is he going to shoot me? No, please don't hit me with that. Please.
Get on your back. Get on your back. Okay, get on the back. Please. Get on your back.
My hands are behind my back, Ernie.
Shelby Shell's going to
My
shoot me.
arms are behind my back.
Shelby Shell's going to shoot me.
That's why they call him the lightning tiger.
Ernie, he can't shoot you, buddy. He's in prison.
Please don't roll me.
Well, this one.
I can't do that.
Over, I'm going to tell you again. You never want to go back again. I got stuff on. You're talking, bro.
I hope you fucking trolls are proud of yourself, you piece of shits.
You piece of shits. Hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm just glad she didn't cut that off and we got the full effect, you know?
I know.
And she let it run in StreamYard like she did. Thanks, Tina.
Show them you're a tiger. Show them what you can do. Was that a good performance there, Tiger Man over there? Were you watching? Prayers for you too, Jimmy. I know, wasn't he brave? Facing off with the tasers like that. I'm PTS and everything, he said. Yeah, the chair ain't going nowhere. Thank you, Paisley. Chair ain't going nowhere. It's going to stay right here. But if somebody wants to buy one, buy one. Jump on, what do they call that? Craigslist and all that stuff. See if you can find you a good one. eBay. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. Find you one to fit your needs. That one here won't never leave the presence of my son. I would just about bet you when he gets married someday and has kids of his own, he's going to have that wheelchair in that house and he's going to tell them about his Aunt Melanie. Just about guarantee it. Yeah. I don't know who asked for it, but that's just, that's already been decided. Wasn't my decision. It was Hunter's decision. And yeah, it ain't going nowhere. So, but they, you can find yourself a deal on them. Just, maybe if you're a YouTuber or know a YouTuber, you can get help with yours. There you go, Queen Ashley, Facebook Marketplace. Hop on there and, if you need some help getting one, let us know. Maybe we can help you. But that one there, that specific one, no, it ain't going nowhere. Hunter is a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. He tried to rub it in on me when the Heat took the lead over my Celtics with 3 seconds to go. He started doing his flexing,
Mm-hmm.
I said, look there, Hunter. They left 3 seconds on the clock, son. It's too long. No, it ain't. I said, yeah, it is. I said, they got enough time to get off a shot, get a rebound, and get a putback. Which they didn't have time to get a rebound and get a putback, but they tipped it in. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I've seen this play out a time or two in my life. Oh, Renee 56. He definitely mutes it when I play that. Usually tells them that I'm playing something dumb or that, he makes up some excuse. He don't want to see that. He knows what happened that day. That morning started out real bad for him when Phil Amick slapped the shit out of him and said, "Get off the phone, bitch." And then, he called law and took off running from Phil's house. And, well, you saw what happened when they caught up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down. I can't sit down. My butthole hurts too bad. Oh. Now, when I was listening through the messages, I heard you telling Mammoth there something about this legal marriage of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Mama T, if you can go back and get that thing annulled, I would be greatly appreciated. I mean, I would love for that to be possible. Wipe that thing completely off the books. That way someday my grandkids, they don't even have to know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not on the books, they don't even have to know it. That'd be wonderful. Great grandkids, when I'm dead and gone, if it ain't on the books, woo, baby. Get a switch for me there, mammoth. Now here's what I think, Kemper. Can I be open and honest with you, Kemper?
Yeah, man.
I think Mama T's full of shit. She don't have her own car. She don't have her own place to live.
Mm-hmm.
She can't pay no bills. How in the hell is she going to get something done in Kentucky legally?
Right.
I mean, I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, she's not. She's over here blowing smoke, trying to get people in her chat, trying to cause drama. I mean, if you look at her history, that's all she's ever fucking done. Like, even before she was doing this channel, she was on everybody's panel with the drama. I remember Mama T. Or as we always called you, Drama T.
That's
That's
it.
what you are.
Hey, Skern, are you going to your next court date? Does anybody know what his next court date is in New York?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we can find out.
She has bed bugs? Ooh. Is that what's biting her and making her say she's got adult chicken pox? Is that bed bug bites?
I thought she said shingles, but I don't know.
She said, like, during the commercial when I was listening, she said something about adult chicken pox.
Wow. Scabies.
What did she show a picture of it?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on a sec.
Yeah. Oh, and she wants to keep talking about people's kids, right? And how, well, Jimbo's been taking the high road about long enough now. You're going to keep bringing up this stuff that don't matter. Let's talk about your first daughter there, Mama T. What happened with that situation? Don't blame it on the gang, rape, because, well, Mama T, they don't take children for that.
Right.
They take children because the parents are unfit, and you were unfit. You're still unfit. All right. Look at your daughter now, the one who lives there with you. I mean, how much filth and disgust can you live in a hotel room together? Let me look at this picture right quick. It's nasty, whatever it is.
Yep, it is.
I wonder if she's actually been diagnosed, or she's just making up her own medical diagnosis again,
I think I heard her say she's got some medicine she's taking for it.
Adult chickenpox is shingles. Oh, at least it's what doctor told when I had him. Okay, Robo Granny. Well, there you go. Then we both heard correctly then, Kemper.
Mm-hmm.
It sure looks painful, and I say they about tripled your dose of Norco for that, didn't they, Mama T? Oh gosh, Missouri Mama, you had him when you was 26. See, I did vasculitis, and that was by far and away the most painful thing I ever had in my life. It looks similar to that. Show you? Y'all want to see it? She showed it on her channel, didn't she?
I'm pretty sure that's where it came from.
All right, let's share that bad boy then. Hang on a second, I'll share it. Let me save it first here. I'm going to save it as adult Chicken shingles. Adult chicken shingles. They say them adult chicken shingles are the worst. Whew, God, that looks bad. It made me feel bad if it wasn't Mama T. Like, I just can't feel bad about her being in pain. I mean, I'm sorry. If it makes me evil, maybe it does, but I mean, I just can't, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think you reap what you sow, man. Another word for that would be karma.
Mm-hmm.
So Missouri Mama's had them. Maybe she could tell us just what she thinks. I guarantee Mama T was in this kind of pain. She probably did go to the hospital, try to get her some more Norcos. What do you think, Missouri Mama? Or anybody else who's had either one of them?
Well, thank you. It's probably where she landed in the dog pee, right?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
She didn't wash.
Ain't that nasty?
Mm-hmm.
Slide up in dog piss and then get up and, you know, like nearly broke her wrist and didn't even go clean herself off, dude.
That conversation was more important.
She's not a shingles Lala. She didn't sound like she was in too much pain, did she? But that right there looks painful.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna say that looks painful. Do I feel bad for her? No. But does it look painful? Hell yeah, it does. Actually, it might make me sleep a little better tonight.
She said she's missing work this week over.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm missing work is because I got leprosy.
I mean, ain't nobody cares about her going to work or not. I mean, like, what? Is it improving her life any, being at work? No. She's still living in a homeless hotel.
Honestly, man, that's a step up for her. She didn't have a job. If she really does have a job.
Oh, it is a step up.
Yeah.
You know, being employed versus not is a step up.
I mean, it's normal for most people, you know. But way to go, Mama T. Way to get that job, girl.
She kept yelling, "Come on. Won't you come over here and face us like a man on my panel? Come on. Come on." But then I was like, well, Kim was at work. I was thinking this to myself. I might even typed it into our Discord. Kimber's at work. I'm watching the ball game with my son. Who's going to leave either one of those to get on Mama T's panel? Ernie might. Ernie, you know, of course, Ernie don't have nothing to do with his son, and he don't work, so really don't fit. It'd be like a pair of size 7.5 shoes. They really don't fit. Got to be 8s. For sure. Put aloe on it, huh? I hope she tries it. I hope she tries that aloe. I would love to see video when she does. Mystery Lady, they would have just talked over you, muted you, and kicked you out.
That's why I won't go on the panel.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember
was over there on their panel, man, and then, you know.
He booted you.
Yeah, booted me and started talking trash.
Yep.
You know, over Liberator's wife sending me an email. All right. Now, is that my fault? No. I even laid off when I thought they were decent people. Knowing he laughs about a rape shows me what kind of people they are.
Yep.
Right. Mr. Lady, put some bleach on that sucker.
Mm-hmm.
Or rubbing alcohol. They say that fixes everything.
I don't know. I've always heard rubbing dirt in it. Oh, it's all right. Rub some dirt in it. You'll be all right.
Shingles are normally around your waist. I don't know. So I've heard people having them in their eyes, right? Around their face, on their eyes.
Oh man, that's the first time I think I've seen that, bro.
What, shingles?
Yeah, or anything, whatever that is on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen what happened with your legs, like what 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or whatever.
Yeah.
I've seen those pictures, but that's not like this.
Mm. Let me show y'all a picture. I'll show y'all a picture. See what you think hurt worse. Mammoth shingles or my legs?
I don't know, man. Both of them look like they'd be pretty fiery.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to deal with either one of them.
Mine started out like one single little, looked like a little pimple, but it hurt so bad just to even touch with a sock. My legs are scarred up something awful from it too.
Mm. She took your wrench for the 10th time, Missouri Mama. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Let me see this one.
Ooh, damn. I had a BIO that had them in his eyes and scalp. It can be other places, but normally on the waist. Okay. I had chickenpox when I was a kid. Like a youngin'.
Yeah, I was young. I was young. I don't even remember it.
I remember having that, like German measles or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You'll get it back in about a week. Don't worry, Missouri Mama. We'll make it 11.
Oh, yeah, this is how fast it progressed on me, too. Let's see.
Awesome. Are you talking about like a vax mystery lady for shingles? I didn't even know they had that. I know they got it for like TV and shit like that because I've had to do it
Wow.
working in the rehab center.
I didn't know they had that either. I may look into that. God, these are nasty.
Wow. That is very thick.
What?
Wow. Check the clip room in Discord.
Okay, I will in just a second.
Yeah, because, dude, wow. Thank you, Nana C82, for putting that in there. Because that looks more like a culprit. Let me see. Yeah. Thank you, Daisy Joe. Pineapples.
Pineapple.
Did you see Mama T's chat get all fucking
yeah.
uppity over it?
Uh-huh.
That shit was funny.
All right, let me go check his link.
Yeah.
Did you say, is it the clips or the links?
Clip.
Oh, Lord.
Very similar.
Wow. Those are similar.
Very
Or similar.
similar. By God.
Yep. Looks like we have a match. Uh-huh. Good work.
Wow. That's gnarly, man. It really is.
All right, I'll show y'all. Now I'll show you mine. Show you hers, now I'll show you mine. Mine definitely ain't no damn bed bugs. Mine was vasculitis. Ooh. I hate to even say it. By far and away the most pain I've ever been in. Physically. There's that one on the back. That's after it first got started. And here's what it looks like up close. Little bitty thing. It looks like, I mean, it don't look like much, but
Get that.
within a day it looked like that.
No thanks, man. Say that looks like leprosy.
Yeah. Oh God. It hurts so bad. Look, 3-day progression. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday right there. It's the same leg.
Let me go.
Now, that was some real pain. Oh gosh.
Hey, go back to the clip room.
All right.
Wow.
The scabies.
Scabies and bed bugs. Look exactly like that. How many people did you see in our chat say, hey, I've had shingles before? It didn't look nothing like that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, my phone blew up with a bunch of messages saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever, Mama T. You got a little bed bug zoo going on, lady?
We're going to need to see the paperwork, Mama T. Because you told me lies now. We don't believe nothing you say. So
We want answers. By God, we want answers. Get over here. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
Mm-hmm. Nastiness.
Yes, it is.
Shall we? Oh, Mystery Lady's not. Let's see. If I try to show it on, like when I blow it up on my computer, it don't look right. I had to do it on my phone. I'll pull it up on my phone and show you though.
Me too, Love and Grace. Yep, me too. Yeah, Mamita. Bed bug zoo, sort of like an ant farm. But yeah, she got her some bed bugs rolling around.
Kind of a dark picture, but this is the scabies picture. If you can see what's a. Either way. Now, I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me, is any of that stuff, shingles, scabies, adult chickenpox, all that stuff, is it transferable, catchable, whatever, contagious?
Okay, I know. I'm reading a message. Says this person and their brother had Shingles. They both had them. Neither one looked like that. They also said that they were 17 when it happened. They couldn't miss work for it, and they worked for a doctor. So missing work for a week for shingles, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see here.
Well, looked like that was on her in her thigh. So Mama T probably did have to miss work.
I mean, honestly, I've had similar, but mine was poison ivy. Definitely, because it blistered me up pretty bad.
Man, I knew we was gonna talk about some nasty shit, but I thought it was gonna be Ernie.
Well, it has been. I mean, we ain't going to talk about triple pin all day, are we?
No.
Triple penetration. Triple penetration. Where's Phil and the boys at, Ern? You been to North Georgia lately, buddy?
I can't wait to go over this phone call.
Oh, dude. You read any of it?
Not really, but I'm getting ready to look her over. Because that looks like it's going to be a fun ride.
Mm-hmm.
How did they get this? Did they bug the phone or what?
I can't remember. I'd have to think.
Because it's a cell phone conversation with Amber Shell. It says Amber Shell, but that's not her name.
Right.
And Ernie Shell.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to... I can't remember offhand. I'd have to go back and look in the messages and see what was said. I mean, if you go and look at the last page and see what Amber says to him.
All right.
And that'll tell you what's in that phone call. Oh. Where they're exchanging I love yous.
This first page is pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie says, when Shelby told everybody he was talking about Ronnie and everything when he called, he said, yeah, he was talking to his mom on the phone, and he said there was a knock at the door, and it was supposed to be Kevin, right? Now, he's never met this man, but he refers to him by his first name.
Mm-hmm.
Not Ronnie King, not Mr. King. Ronnie.
Yep.
That's telling to me right there.
Like he didn't go back, right?
Right. I'm no a fickle investigator like Ernie, but that's pretty telling to me. Let me skip back to this last page here.
And that, what she says there is so Amber. It is so Amber.
Are you talking about the very last page or the next to last page?
Let me go look.
The very last page is where it just says, I love you. And bye. Ernie says, be good. Love you. Bye.
Let me go back. I'll find it.
Oh, you are so busted.
Yes. That's what I was talking about.
The very last thing she says to him. Yep.
Yep. Because of what he says in the phone call.
Shit, man. Y'all want to hear it tonight? I'll sit here and
read it off, man. I read last night. It's your turn.
Damn, this is fun. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up on my up here so I can see it with my my big eyes. All right, let's hear this phone call between Ernie's sister, Amber, and Ernie. Ooh, man, it looked like a blockbuster to me. I've not seen it yet. So forgive me if I get stumbled between words and I may have to back up and read over it. So because this is my first time looking at it. All right. All right. Ernie Shell. You know when Shelby told everybody he ... when he was talking about Ronnie and everything when he called? He said, yeah, he was looking to his mom. Yeah, he was talking to his mom on the phone, and he said there was a knock at the door, and it was supposed to be Kevin, right? And then Amber said, who? Ronnie? Ronnie? Ernie says, G damn. I'm not going to use the Lord's name in vain, not even for not even for official transcripts. But G damn. He said Ronnie was talking to his mother. Amber said, oh. Ernie says, he told everybody this. He said they heard a knock or something, and it was supposed to be Kevin, right? And Amber goes, yeah. Ernie said, okay, that right there shows you Shelby Lee is a murderer right there. Nobody knowed that except for the dead man, the murderer, and Ronnie's mommy. And what about Ernie? Anyway, what about Ernie wasn't in there? But Amber said that a knock at the door was Kevin. Ernie said, you don't under effing stand nothing. Your mind is just the same. Everybody's mind is the same. You don't understand what I'm saying. Listen to me. Ronnie was talking to his mommy is what Shelby ... Listen, when Ronnie was dead, right? Amber said, uh-huh. Ernie said, Shelby Lee called me and told me. Okay, I didn't know nothing about it. He called Mamaw and told her too. Shelby Lee did. He admitted guilt right there. You know why? Because he said in this, I don't know if he told you or not. Did he tell you about Ronnie? Amber said, he asked me if I heard about Ronnie. Ernie said, all right, exactly. And what him and his mommy was on the phone, he didn't, or I'm sorry. Right, exactly. And he said him and his mommy was on the phone, didn't he? Amber said, no, he didn't tell me nothing about that. Ernie said, okay. Well, he told Mamaw and me that, okay? And a bunch of other people, Ralph and Linda and all of them. Okay, how did Shelby know that G-damn Ronnie was on the phone with his mommy, okay? How did he know? Amber said, he wouldn't have known unless he was there. Ernie said, exactly. He was listening to the door when Ronnie said, Kevin is supposed to be coming over. Shelby told me that was his last cue right there. Okay? He knowed then to knock on the door. Ronnie said, well, Kevin's here. And he said, hello, like that right there, right? Amber said, yeah. Ernie says, you hear me? What? Is that not what Shelby says over and over?
Yeah, that's what he says all the time. You hear me?
Yeah. So Ernie says, you hear me? Amber says, yeah. Ernie said, Shelby Lee said. He said, who is it? Shelby said, it's Kevin. You hear me? Amber said, yeah. Ernie says, that's eased Ronnie's mind right there. You see what I'm saying? And Amber says, yeah. Ernie says, he opened the door to Shelby Lee. Shelby Lee went in there. He said he would sit down and started talking to him. He said, hey, Shelby Lee, what are you doing, man? He said, I was just effing with Ronnie. How you doing, Shelby? Because Ronnie knows Shelby Lee. Amber said, you there? Ernie said, yeah, I'm here. Amber said, so what happened then? There must have been a long pause or something. Ernie getting his facts straight. Ernie says, Shelby says there was a shotgun or something in the corner or something like that. I don't know. He was watching it. Shelby said he went to do all that and everything. He jerked the pistol out. Shelby Lee was getting his pistol. Ronnie beat him to the draw. You hear me? Amber said, yes. Ernie says, that's the same difference. Ernie says, he said he had one behind the pillow. Ronnie pulled his weapon out and he was shaking. He was scared. Shelby said, you damn fool, I was just going to show you this gun. I was going to show it to you, man, you fool. You effing fool. He made Ronnie ease his mind, thinking he was going to sell him that gun. You hear me? Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, when he got closer to Ronnie, he said he grabbed the gun and knocked it out of his hand and knocked Ronnie to the ground and then started taping him and shit. Amber said, started taking him. Ernie said, tape, duct taping him. Amber said, oh. Ernie said, then he put zip ties and stuff on him. He said Ronnie was strong. He said, I said, Shelby Lee, that was probably his shit. I said, Shelby, that was probably his dying wheel strings. You know what I'm talking about? And Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, Shelby said he's never in the phone conversation with the police Shelby Lee had, or whatever the F it was. He said he's never in all his times taken. He's always used duct tape. Nobody ever got loose. So that made the police think there was more people. Do you hear me? Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, okay, that's what got Shelby Lee. What got Shelby Lee was after he was done that gruesome act, or after he done that gruesome act, he didn't shoot him right off the bat. He went through the house looking for a hammer, he said. He was just going to knock his brains out and keep the noise down. You hear me? Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, he couldn't find nothing. So when he come back, he said Ronnie was starting to get loose and everything. So that's when he throwed the pillow there, and he said a few words to him, and he shot him. Then Shelby's exact words he told me. He said after he was done with Ronnie, he didn't say nothing else he done to him. The detective told me a lot about it and everything, which is bullshit. It was gruesome. It was effing gruesome. Like something out of a horror effing movie. Amber said, so he just taped him up and shot him and robbed him? What did he get? And Ernie said, he dick tied him? Am I reading that right? He dick tied him? He effing taped him up and shot him.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Then he got his money. What he got, he said he had $4,800. He got $4,800 off of him, and then he left. I left a lot of shit out of that. I get sick thinking about it. All the shit he did. He said he was walking up the tracks, inaudible, at the church is what he told me. He said he was going up the tracks and he noticed something. He said, oh my God, I've touched that effing blind with my fingers. So Shelby went back and burnt the place. But what he didn't know is that the blinds is made of that PVC type cellophane. So when you burn it, instead of just wiping it off like you should have done, he would have gotten away with it if he had just wiped it off. When he burned it, he burned his fingerprint into the edge of that blind. It sealed it in. You understand what I'm saying? Amber said, yeah, I understand. Ernie said, that's what got him. There his fingerprint came. Where he was in prison and stuff, you know they fingerprint felonies and all that, right? Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, it run in a national database. It picked up Shelby. So the next thing they did, they seen Shelby where he was recently married. You hear me? Amber said, uh-huh. You know this is not anywhere near how that investigation went, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ernie said, so they start chasing records, okay? Cell phones. Shelby's cell phone was at the scene of the crime. A transmitter picked it up. Shelby thought just because he takes the battery out, it don't help. It don't do no good. The battery ain't got a damn thing to do with the transmitter. It's inside the damn phone. That's what got Shelby caught. Then they started looking at the numbers Shelby effing used and everything. Who he called and all the other shit and everything. They seen Jimbo's number on there, and they seen my number on there, and they seen Mamaw's number on there, and Mom's number on there. But they kept seeing my number. But they also see where I didn't answer none of those effing phone calls. None of them. I avoided them. Because all he wanted me to do is take him to rob somebody, and I wasn't going to go do it. You hear me? Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, okay, after that, here's what happened. The effing state police pulled me effing over and searched every effing thing I had, and they found the gloves under where Shelby Lee sit at that day and everything. Amber said, damn. Ernie said, so I took Shelby to Harlan thinking we was having a Brother's Day. That's what he told me, right? Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, I didn't force him to come to effing Corbin and meet him. Never did I do that. I didn't want nothing to do with that MFer. I know he's nothing but trouble, but he keeps on demanding and demanding and demanding. You know how he is. Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, when I had anything to do with him, he said we was going to see all the family. Well, it changed when we got to Harlan. He wanted to rob people. He wanted to take me, to rob people. He wanted me to take him to rob people. That was his own soul. That was his only purpose of being there. I didn't want no part of it. Then he talks about everybody he wanted to rob and why he wanted to rob them. And I told Shelby, robbing is different. When you're killing somebody, that's a whole different ball game. You hear me? Amber said, yeah. Ernie said, he wanted to run in and shoot effing kids and everything. So, everybody in the family and everything that don't believe me, they can go suck my effing dick. John Paul can too, Amber said, yeah, my effing mind is bum effed. Ernie said, I'm telling you right now, Shelby Lee is effed up. Or Shelby Lee effed up. He started talking about it. He called somebody on the effing phone. He let 3 or 4 people know he did it. You know how Shelby Lee is. When he does something, he brags about it. Amber said, yeah, I don't know. Shelby said they had DNA. Shelby Lee, did I miss something here? 160. Yeah, I missed a page.
I guess there is a page missing. Shit.
Bitch.
Sorry, man. I was in a hurry.
It's all right. So this is Amber talking, I guess. Shelby Lee have got to go to Harlan to begin with, and Ronnie was supposed to have got killed. He said he didn't know. Said that he didn't know. She went to see her daughter in rehab or something, and she was gone on an hour and a half. When she left, Shelby Lee was at home. She come back to Shelby Lee. She come back and Shelby Lee was there. She was only gone an hour and a half, so he couldn't have done it. And then she said she went to meet Jimbo at a gas station to get makeup because Shelby Lee busted her $50 makeup case set or something. And he busted her face. But yeah. Ernie said, huh? Amber said, so I don't know. Ernie said, well, where did I effing come into play with that? That's what I want to know. Amber said, I don't know. Ernie said, okay then. Or okay then, I don't. Shelby Lee can say whatever he wants about it. Dad keeps effing Facebooking me and everything. He's like, where's the money, Ernie? Where's the money? I didn't get no effing money. I don't know nothing about about the damn thing. I don't know nothing about it. Amber said, who did? Ernie said, Dad. Maybe that's why he didn't want you at the funeral urn. Amber said, oh, I don't know. Ernie said, John Paul was like, why are you bringing him up here, Ernie? Why was you going to bring him up here for, Ernie? F you, John Paul. Mother effer wanted to come see Mamaw. Was against the effing law. Was that against the effing law? I'm sorry. There wasn't no question mark. So Amber said, I don't know. Ernie said, I got something for you, big boy. Bring it up. Bring it on up here. I said, I got something for you, MFer. Come to my house. You open my door and your GD brain is split. Them mercy people will be picking your ass up. I'll shoot you right between the effing eyes with a 357. This is Ernie saying this. I don't like John Paul anyway. I've never liked John Paul. I effing hate John Paul. Amber said, no, nobody does. That's why Mama is mad. Ernie said, why? Amber said she was done with you and Shelby Lee both. Ernie said, is that how it is? Amber said, that's what Steve said 2 days ago. He said, if I talk to Ernie, tell him your mama said she's done with him and Shelby Lee both because you was talking about John Paul. I said, okay. That's the day I called you and asked you what was going on and what happened with you and John Paul. Ernie said, tell John Paul to meet me somewhere, fist to fist, and I'll show him what I'll do to him. I ain't scared of that MFer no more. I'm a hell of a lot bigger than I used to be, and I'll, like a GD choke hold on him, I'll choke his effing eyeballs completely out of his effing head. He can sing Praise Jesus all he wants to. Mama can be the ref if she wants to. And Ernie wonders why he wasn't welcome around his mama or John Paul or his daddy or their funerals. Like, this is why, Ernie.
Yep.
Amber said, me and John Paul got into it when I was there. Mama didn't talk to me either. She told me she was done with me because me and John Paul got into it. Now, John Paul is his mama's son. Ernie said, Connie got on the phone and he told me that he'd kill you before he would me, Ernie. Where's BJ's stuff at? This is Ernie talking. I tell her, F her too. I didn't do that effing shit. And she knows good and well I ain't like that. I didn't get in her effing shit. I didn't break in her effing house and get that shit. The police effing searched me. I didn't have nothing. Never did I ever have nothing on that. Effing lying MFers. I ain't got nothing for none of them family. They can go to hell. I said I was the one that helped the DEA get Connie. Did you know that? Amber said, no, I didn't know nothing about it. Ernie said, well, you can tell them I did, because I did. I told them MFers. I told Mama before I did it. I said, if Connie don't quit what she's doing, she's going to get busted. 2 days later, bam. So if Ernie wasn't in the cut, let me pause here, then he's going to turn Aunt Connie in and get her busted. Is that the way I'm taking it?
I think so.
I didn't know if he was off panel. All right. And Amber said, how has she had all this travel? Ernie said, who? Amber said, Connie. Ernie said, because she's a rat. She's ratting on you all right over there right now. Did you know that? And Amber said, we didn't do nothing. We don't do nothing. She can't be ratting on us. Ernie said, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Junior's people. That's her husband and everything like that. And Amber said, what do you mean? Ernie said, gee, damn it, Amber. Use common sense, Amber. Amber said, Junior's people? And Ernie said, use common sense as effing what effing Connie does. Use common effing sense. Connie tried to direct MFing DEA agents over to where you guys lived at. Did you know that? And Amber said no. Ernie said, yeah. She tried to get one of your addresses to where you live at. And Amber said, we didn't let them come. Ernie said, I know you all ain't done nothing, but Connie got out of a lot of shit by a lot of things she did. I've got Connie's effing testimony. I can pick it up. Her ratting ass and Rachel's ratting ass and everyone's effing, and every effing one of them's effing ratting ass, you know? Amber said, I'd say they neither one of them got court dates. They've been arrested. I don't know how many charges. Ernie said, like I said, Shelby needs mental help. That's all this conversation is about. Amber said, I don't know how he's going to get it. He was evaluated by effing somebody Ron Johnson sent him, and they said he was sane, and him get mental as GD all get out. And Ernie said, well, he needs to be evaluated. You need to look it up on the internet, best doctors. I've got a friend in California who's a brain doctor. Amber said, that's what I need, I need a brain doctor. Ernie said, I'm going to talk to Taylor and see what I can do. Well, I'm going to get off here so I can effing talk to Taylor. Amber said, all right, I love you. And Ernie, inaudible, exactly what I told you. Exactly things happened. The only thing I was trying to do is smooth it over for the family because I knowed it was going to be hard for them. I know it would. And it gets turned around all on me and everything. That's why I don't want nothing to do with these MFers. Let them rot in hell and die. I don't care. Amber said, what do you mean? They try to turn it around on you. Ernie said, well, like right now with John Paul and everything, I was coming up there. I was bringing Cindy up there to introduce her to Mom and everything and let her meet Mom. That's Lucinda Lay, by the way. Let her come up there and tell her what all Shelby was going to do and what kind of person he really effing was, you know. I was going to go against him, or I wasn't going to go against him or nothing. I ain't going against him. But I was going to let them know what I stopped him from doing that night. But you know, it got turned around on me because of GD, big ass John Paul, the Christ man, come up there and bow down and suck something's dick off, and he's fucking stupid. And, and him with fucking cum in his jaws. Way to go, Ernie. That's the way to talk to your sister about your uncle. Amber said, you can't say nothing about John Paul in that bunch. You'll be disowned by my dear. In that case, you didn't really already. In that case, you didn't already know. Ernie said, the next thing that happens to John Paul, let's see how far he goes down the road because I've got people right now. I've got special response people right now. Well, oh my God, this was in the trial we played last night. I've got special response people talking right now, watching John Paul for everything he does and stuff. If they even F up one time, I went over there and threatened. See, I went over there and he threatened me like that I went over to Sergeant Lee and said, "You mean to tell me after everything, you saved their damn life, that MFer," his exact words, Sergeant Lee said, "that MFer effing done you that way?" I said, "Yeah." He just go home, or he said, "Just go home." I can't hardly see this. "You didn't do nothing. Go home and don't worry about it." He said, "Let us handle John Paul." Amber says, "I don't know how John Paul ain't in trouble for claiming everybody's youngin' on the effing taxes and effing." "Who does he claim?" Ernie said. Amber said, "Huh? Who did he claim?" Amber said, "He's claimed Angela and Angel since they were little, and he's still getting by with it. And he's got a letter from IRS. Mama said he didn't get no taxes this time. He got a letter. She thinks he might be got in trouble for claiming Angela, and Angel all them years." Ernie said, "He did because the new rule this year is you have to show their school records, hospital records, and everything you did for their household. You know it, or you know it. You have to do that now. That's Obama doing that." No, you don't.
Yep. Thanks, Obama.
Amber said, "Yeah." And Ernie said, "He got audited then, didn't he?" Amber said, "Probably." And Ernie said, "He'll owe about $7,000 or $8,000. He'll owe more than that." Amber said, "He claimed them since they was effing little. He's claimed them their whole life." Ernie said, "Good luck with it is all I can effing think of." Amber said, "I don't know, man. I don't know." And Ernie said, "I ain't worried about it. I don't care. I don't care what they do to them. Let them do whatever they want to with them. I ain't got nothing for them and won't never have anything for them again. So I don't care. The way I look at it, my family stuck by me. The ones that stick by me, stick by me. And when it comes out and the dust settles and in the next day or so, they'll start playing the confession, Shelby's confession." And Ernie's the one who told them about the confession.
Yep.
"We'll see where Shelby Lee goes in. And I told you I would help them get a doctor. But I'm not answering none of his phone calls. After he pointed that gun at that baby, I don't want a damn thing to do with him." Amber said, "I don't know, man." And Ernie said, "Like I said, Shelby ain't what everybody thought he was. That's sad to be that way. But I just effing straight up on it." Amber said, "I don't know. I need you to take me to Lexington, dude, for real." Ernie said, when you get time, when time comes to take you to Lexington, I'll try my best to take you to Lexington. Deal?" And Amber said, "I'll probably be effing buried 6 foot under by then." Ernie said, "Well, if you are, we'll bury you and have a good funeral with you." And Amber said, "Well, F you. I don't want to be buried. I want put in effing concrete vault above ground." And Ernie said, "I'd probably want that too." Amber said, "I don't want no dirt thrown on me. Hell to the no. I want a concrete vault. You're paying for it. I'm going to write that in my will. Ernie Shell is going to pay for this." Well, you're fucked, Amber.
Yep.
Send the bill to Ernest Mac Shell of London, Kentucky. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Put my demon to bed. Did you hear me? Ernie with no response. Amber said, "Did you hear me?" Ernie said, "Uh-huh." Amber said, "I'm going to let you go and put my child in the bed. You there?" Ernie said, "Yes, I'm here." And here we go. Amber said, "Well, I'm going to let you go, put my child in the bed." Ernie said, "Okay." Amber said, "Love you. Hello." Ernie said, "Be good. Love you. Bye." Amber said, "Love you." Bye. You are so busted.
Mm-hmm.
End of transcript. I do want to get back to this one thing here. When Ernie's talking about having all those agents, his response team on John Paul,
Mm-hmm.
in the video we played last night, when Ernie got that real confused look on it, and he goes, I don't remember that. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the question that was asked right before he said that.
Oh.
He said, I don't remember that. He played dumb. He don't remember it because he said it in a phone call.
Yep. And only told one person, or very few people, that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr.
It is
Baker.
wild. I was going to say, it is wild that he predicted in the next day or so there would be a confession.
Ain't it?
Yeah. And I mean, remember, he did come over with Shelby to your house, right?
Oh, shit, that transcript is before.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he says that the confession tape comes out.
Right. He's predicting the confession tape, bro.
Holy shit, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying this whole time. That's one reason why I can't take myself out of that situation, man. Because, I mean, to me, he knew something. He knew something. I ain't saying he did it, but he knew something. And I don't think it was just a confession. I think he knew the details because he might have been around or at least seen the aftermath of it. That's just my thoughts on it.
He absolutely knew. And he sat there and described everything he said in court. Like, all these stories he told about, that were made up lies about what Shelby said to him. He told Amber, the detective told him.
Mystery Lady, this call was a call that they actually, I think they subpoenaed it to the court. It's part of the motion of discovery.
It's part of motion of discovery. It was not played in court. It was not. The transcript never made it to see the jury or anything like that.
Right, because, I mean, really it was about Ernie.
Right. Probably, if they're, honestly, they're probably saving that part for Ernie's trial.
Probably.
If there was to be one. They don't want to give Ernie a heads up on anything. Wow. Skirm dog.
Well, it's funny. He tried to avoid playing some of that. While we were streaming, he started talking when we were getting over the good parts there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Skirm dog down?
You know how he does.
Oh, damn. Oh, skirny shell. Yeah, let me play this a minute. Let's see, Ernie.
But yeah, that's what I've been saying this whole time is about that. That has stuck out to me really bad. I mean, it screams knowledge. It screams guilt. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. What you looking at?
I'm looking for that. The one we played last night with him saying, I don't remember that. Let's see. This is it. It might be part 4. Hang on a second. Blued up 357, he said. Ernie Shell on witness stand. Okay.
There is one thing about it, though. His little groupies over there in his chat, the ones that are over there making all the jokes, y'all should be listening. Because y'all going to look foolish. You're going to look real foolish. See, you think this is all made up. This is all written by Kemper. This is all written by Jimbo. No, this is an actual document from the motion of discovery. Ernie knows it's very real. That's why he's wanting to make sure anybody that listens to him or follows him, you know, he's sort of taking a little page out of Rap and Nicolina's book.
Thank you for becoming a member, Brandy J.
Stream it and talk over it. That's what he's trying to do. He wants to hide the facts. So just keep doing what you're doing, guys. You're doing great. Being great sheeple.
I'm going to find out where this is in the, and I'll find it here in a minute. Like I'll take another quick break. It'll probably take me less time than it did earlier to find that mess of judos, but I'm going to show you the way he reacts when she asks him about saying that about John Paul and his response team. Look at his face right here. He goes, I don't remember that. Looks all confused.
Denying that statement today. I don't remember that.
She said, so you're denying that statement today. Did you see him say no? Like he didn't say it?
I don't remember that.
Got that shitting grin though. He knows he said it. He knows he's fucking caught lying right there.
One more thing. Can we go back to the question about paying people? About what? About paying people. No, we're not going back to that.
Let's sustain the objection on that. Let's move on.
Yeah, Skern Dog didn't like that at all. All right. I'm going to try to find the source video so we can hear it a little better. And like, because that was the one I was recording on my phone. If I can't find it in 5 minutes, I'll give up and we'll wait for it tomorrow. But give me 5 minutes or less.
5 minutes or less.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yep. And there's a lot more to the motion of discovery too. But you know, I found it funny that Ern was, Jimbo gave Shelby the gun. No, Jimbo didn't give anybody any gun, boy. You know better. You know it's not how it happened. And you also know that was not part of the crime. It was just recovered in Shelby's possession. It wouldn't fire for ballistics at all. So, yeah. Keep playing those little line-ass games of yours, Ernie. It ain't going to do you no good. You'll be going to prison soon. Yep, you will. You're going to have to deal with Kemper sending you ramen noodles, bitch boy. Because that's where it's coming to. I say give him 3 minutes. All right, mystery lady. We'll see what he does with 3. Boom. But yeah, Ernie wants to play like he's not tried to insert himself, even if that's what it is. I think he was playing an angle. And he knows more about what happened than what he's really telling. He really has a lot of lies out there that he tries to cover with. And everybody's got a different set of lies. A little tweak to the story for each person. So it allows him room for manipulation. That's how he works. Yes, Skunk Ape, I will. I promised him a while back that I was never going away. Even when he went to prison. I'd be right there. At least in spirit. He's going to hear these words. I told you so, Ern. Yep, behind green eyes, that's his uncle. Uncle John Paul. And he was talking to his sister Amber, which I believe is a half-sister. And she wasn't a shell. Yep. Little Mac is busted. Little Mac. Yeah, he tried to brag about that name last night in that that long-ass post of his. The one where he's not going to name Antifa and all these other people because he was never attacked by him, but he claims he was. Like he's got a picture of one of those spiked bats and then his back that's barely scratched, trying to insinuate the bat did the scratches. But the scratches happened to be, I think it was where he was arrested in Jacksboro, Tennessee, I think is where it was. And he got roughed up because he made a little Facebook post about that too. That's the thing. Ernie's been doing this for years. People just haven't been paying attention enough.
How much time do I have left on the timer?
I wasn't paying attention.
I got it. Boom.
Good deal.
Found it, baby. Ernie, you might want to cut to a commercial if you don't want your people to know you just got busted red-ass handed lying on the witness stand. Ain't gonna be good for you, Skern Dog.
Oh, Ernie, why did you end your stream, buddy? Don't
You just
worry.
end it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. But don't worry, Ernie. You know that you've got enough people that are going to go and listen to this and hear the truth. That's why we came here, boy, to speak the truth. You can't handle the truth, Ern.
That's here a few seconds leading up to it. Remember, he just told Amber that he had a special response team watching John Paul. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Just said it like we just saw it on those transcripts. I just read it off to you. And I will cut out the thing off the bottom there, you know, Kemper, what I'm talking about. And I will post those official documents on our community page. This one's for you, Ern.
I'm going to say it's going to take a few community posts.
Yeah.
A few pages.
Out of it, so that's all I know about that.
Okay. And you've stated that KSP has your fingerprints. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got them. They should have them.
And that you had an alibi.
Yes.
Have you stated that you had special response people watching John Paul Mag?
No.
So you're denying that statement today?
I don't remember that.
What? What did he just
that
say?
That had to be where they got. Yep. That's where they had to get it. Was that transcript, bro? And another thing. Hold on. You remember the whole thing with the alibi?
Yeah. Oh, his alibi.
Like his alibi didn't exactly up, did it?
Ernie, did you even know until just now tonight? Did you even know that the prosecutor, the judge, and the defense knew that you were sitting up there lying your ass off? At that moment right there, they knew you were a friggin' liar. Let's back it up here one more time. Back it up a little farther so we can catch a little Ernie and his body language and showmanship.
Like that, and I think Jimbo Collins was the one that asked him the question about it. Was him and his wife was present at the time, and he said, "Don't you know that they can ping cell phones?" And then she just right out of the blue just said, "Even if we took the battery out of it." So
why did he throw his hands up right there, showing the jury? Showed you again.
Yep.
No, that's all I know about that.
And you've stated that KSP has your fingerprints. Is that correct?
Yeah, they should have them.
Why? Why they got yours, Ern? We all know. Never mind.
And that you had an alibi.
Yes.
Have you stated that you had special response people watching John Paul Madden?
No.
So you're denying that statement today?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
He's lying and he's nervous about it.
Yep.
You see how nervous he got right there when he got busted in a lie?
How'd they know? That's what he's thinking. How did they know? Maybe that's part of his highway runs. He knows they know.
I don't remember that. Skern. Now, Nicolina, Mama T. Who else you got over there sucking his butthole? Take that and twist it. All you want to twist it. Twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. And tell me why Ernie sat up there and lied under oath about something so simple.
Not just that. There's plenty of lies in this testimony. We covered that. But yeah, this is another one. Another one, Ernie, that we can pretty much verify.
That's a slam dunk.
Right.
That's a recorded transcript, a fickle document transcript versus you lying on the witness stand.
Commonwealth of Kentucky.
I never even knew that until tonight myself. Like, why did he act like that? What? I knew it was funny, like he was lying. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But I never knew what was on that transcript. I'm so glad you sent that to me tonight. Oh my God, I'm so glad you sent that to me.
Like I've been telling you, man, we've talked about it, off panel before. And I told you my thoughts on it. And this is why I'm skeptical. This call with Amber. And you can see why. It's not just the fact that he lied in court about this. Look what he said. He predicted his brother confessing. He had all these details about what happened and everything. Now he shows up to Jimbo's with Shelby, and Shelby tells Ernie and Jimbo the story. I believe Ernie knew the story before then. He just didn't tell Jimbo he knew.
Hang on, Nana, and I'll tell you who transcribed it. It was on the back page. It's certified and all that stuff.
Yep. It's got the signature and everything.
Yeah.
See, it is an official document. Skern.
End of transcript. I certify that the foregoing is a true and accurate transcription of the cell phone conversation with Amber and Ernie. It gives her last name. Amber. It says Amber Shell, but it's Amber Madden and Ernie Shell in the case of Commonwealth of Kentucky versus Shelby Shell. This the 18th day of June, 2013. Michelle Davis.
Yep.
That is fickle, Ern. Now headed on the highway. Get your motor running. Head on down the highway. Get on down there, Ern. Where you running to tonight? I can't sit down. I can't sit down. That's a big loss for you now, Ern. That's a huge loss.
Again. Always a loss for you, bro. And it ain't even got started yet.
No.
Oh, there's more to come.
Yeah.
Like I said, that alibi was shaky. He was with Lucinda, right? But she was at work. How can that be?
The chat said that Kemper is the one who made that transcript.
No, we'll prove that. We will prove that.
Yeah,
Kemper did not write.
That came from the motion of discovery, which was a direct result of his power of attorney, Shelby's power of attorney, requesting that motion of discovery. Actually, I think Shelby sent that to her before she was power of attorney. He mailed it to her from prison, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Or at least before she told us power of attorney.
Yeah.
That's when it,
Yeah.
Because I remember every day it was, I can't wait until this gets here. I can't wait until this gets here. He sent it, and he sent this, and he sent that.
What's funny to me, and maybe she didn't see that part and put it together in the, with the trial being played and seeing the transcript, or seeing the transcript on the motion of discovery. But I know oppositional has that same motion of discovery. I know she does. And she's going to sit up there with Ernie like he's innocent. Come on. His alibi was that lady who also is in the trial, claiming that Ernie threatened to kill her grandkid, threatened to take her grandchild, hang it up by a ceiling fan, and choke it to death.
With a bed sheet, I think it was, or a shower curtain. Curtain.
That was Ernie's alibi. So he had to quickly change his alibi. So who knows what his alibi actually would be.
Another one of the people in this is actually the one that told us about him going in the same room with her daughter when she was getting dressed.
Yes.
He knows that.
Yeah.
Ernie, you know this.
Trial's coming back to haunt you, big boy.
That's pretty hardcore, man.
Yeah.
More lies, more bullshit. Predictions. It's up there, Ern. It's up there, buddy. Maybe that's why you worry about Shelby all the time. Did you do Shelby wrong? Seems you've had a guilty conscience since he got sentenced. Running down the highway. Shelby Shell's going to shoot me. Why? Why is that?
Why.
Seriously.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Makes you want to go back over the whole thing and look and see if there's more. Because you know there is.
When your eyes are open to things you didn't have them open to before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, maybe why a jury saw things differently. Like, and Mama T incorrectly stated, Mama T and that jackass that had something to say, Mr. what's his name? Amos or
Samuel.
Andy? Samuel.
Samuel.
Mr. Samuel and Mama T sat up there and said that there was a hung jury because it was a death penalty case.
No.
Absolutely not. The death penalty was not on the table.
Right. He was too slow.
Yes.
Way too slow. That's why it didn't happen that way. And what was the actual thing he pled guilty to?
Complicity to murder.
Complicity. Let me look that up real quick. Look that up. Hold on 1 second. Aiding or encouraging another person to commit a crime is known as complicity. It's also known as assisting in abetment. A person who aids and abets the guilty is called an accomplice. Partnership in a crime. In the criminal law, complicity denotes partnership in a crime. The doctrine of criminal complicity consists in the corpus of the principle which governs the joint implication of each of the two or more persons in a given crime. Wonder why that was offered. You know? Makes
Because
you
it has a
wonder.
lesser sentence. I mean, it's just a plea deal because both sides, I think, and this is only my opinion, but I think both sides were afraid to go back to court. Shelby's side was afraid that anything that they had, brought that was a surprise to the prosecution would be able to be looked into, disproven, some of it, and some of their, aha would be gone.
Right.
And they may not get the hung jury. And I think prosecution, when they got a 6-6 hung jury, were scared that he might walk.
Well, just so you know, murder and complicity carries the same amount of time. It's 20 years.
Yeah, but he got way more than 20 years. He got all those different felonies like kidnapping an adult.
Well, he kidnapped some guards or some shit like that, didn't he?
Yeah, but he already served his time for that. That was already been served by the time he went to court.
Oh, first stint.
10 years, yeah, but
Okay.
or close to it. But yeah, it was just a plea deal, man. Like all those charges with the arson and all that stuff, it was like almost 200 years worth of stuff. But combine them all together and making it all a big plea deal, he only had to serve 20 years. And I mean, hell, why wouldn't he take that? He knows he's guilty.
Well, he's
He
into
knows he killed
39.
him.
He's into 39, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2039.
Yeah.
It does leave the door open for others to be charged. Absolutely, KJ3.
Yep.
It does.
I mean, I was just thinking, seeing what I've seen of this trial, I was like, man, maybe they were thinking that he could have had that help, that it looked so much like he got.
Yeah. Just me knowing the way that prosecutor and that prosecution team worked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that they would even bring charges on anybody unless it was another slam dunk.
Right, like they'd have to have the weapon or them confessing. Shit, yeah.
And Ernie knows that too, and he's clearly getting looser and looser as stuff comes out. I mean, hell, Shelby got 20 years. Ernie's going to end up getting 15 years for all his goofy shit.
The shit he was set up for.
Yeah.
Nice try, Mama T. Nice try, Ernie. It don't work that way. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Guys, it's been a thunderous. Maybe we got off to a slow start, but it's been thunderous. Information that hasn't been put together before. It was put together right here tonight. So I'm ready to go to bed. I'm going to sleep like a baby. I bet you Ernie don't.
Sleeping outside on his cot. That's what he was trying to say yesterday.
Yeah. Good gracious. But from me to you and you all as a chat, and I'm sure I'll see many of you in Discord, but if we don't go live tomorrow, happy Memorial Day weekend. Because I think Monday, by the time we come on here, Memorial Day will just about be over with. Mm-hmm. So, in that case, happy Memorial Day weekend. And, God bless you all from me.
Guys,
I'm not going to speak for Kemper, but I'm going to give him a chance here.
I was just going to say, if you're traveling, please be careful. There's going to be a lot of people traveling. Just keep
I'm
your
going to try
eyes
to
up.
keep my babies off the road.
Your head on a swivel.
Yep.
But yes, you guys have a safe and happy Memorial Day.
Yeah. So if nothing else changes, we'll be back on Monday evening, even though it's a holiday. You off? Where you're normally off Monday, but are you going to be off this Monday? Or?
Yeah, sure will.
All right. And maybe by Monday we'll have our rules ready to at least start talking about for our game. We'll decide to call it the War Room. And we might start this week, but soon it'll be on Tuesdays and Fridays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm thinking we're gonna it'll be the contestants will be members of the stand. That way, when we do give out a monetary prize at the end, one of our members gets it, and not some a-hole creator who we could give a shit about. But instead, one of the people who's supported us, we can give something back officially. You good with that, Kemper? No, I lost him right before we went off here. I'll wait on him to come back. You work this Monday, Queen Ash? Brandy J, I will put a new link up on members page tonight. Grab that link, download the app, and sign up that way. Use that link to come into our Discord server, and you will land in the general area, and you'll get approved once we see this. Brandy J, you use your YouTube name, and we verify it's you. We'll slide you on over into members only, and you can chat with everybody. I'm going to wait on Kemper. Let me take this, since it is Memorial Day weekend, to the former moderators and members and subscribers here at the stand. May God bless you. Wherever you are now, enjoy your time. Hope you're happy. We're not coming after you. If we do come after you, it's not because you left the stand. Not at all. Not an a-hole, just have an iPhone. It's hard to sign up with the iPhone house mouse. It is. You have to catch one of those gifts people are giving out one of these days. You can't live on a lie. That's right. Let's see if I can get us until Kemper comes back.
Don't lie. Ain't no reason to lie. Lying gets you nowhere.
No, get you nowhere.
You can't live on a lie. It's a fact. Don't matter who it is. You can't live on a lie. That's fact. No matter what you do, you can't live on a lie.
There he is.
Sorry, man. My phone
I waited
is
on
possessed.
you. I waited on you. All right. Get back over here until Monday. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, Oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me f***ed up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how